All right, welcome back to LearnWire. Today we're going to be looking at GenPage. This just launched on AppSumo. This is a very interesting piece of software that we want to look at. It's a landing page builder, but also in combination with leads, going out and getting leads and doing outbound email marketing and so forth. But it's a very specific form of that. So we'll talk about that in just a minute. Right now, we are in the middle of Plus Day. I believe this only happens one time per year, and it's an event by AppSumo that Plus members, right? So that's a $99 per year membership to AppSumo. You get 10% off of all of your purchases for the year. And I've always done just the quick math for you. If you spend $1,000 per year on tools on AppSumo, then you may as well purchase the Plus membership because you're going to make your money back. You're going to completely make $100 back and then some. So that's kind of like a first start to analyze if you need the tool or not. If you buy a lot of tools, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 worth of tools each year, then it's going to pay for itself. You probably are already a Plus member. So this particularly is exclusive to Plus members right now. I don't know. After the Plus Day event, some of these tools stick around. I would think that GenPage would stick around because it's a brand new tool. If we come back over here to just the Shop Day Plus over here, there's about 16 or 15 tools over here. Now, this is when they bring back a lot of tools that already have a reputation and good reviews on the platform. Some of them are new tools, but like Closely, stick around. I'm going to do Closely review tomorrow for you. I've always wanted to do one on this. It's about LinkedIn marketing and so forth. So they got some good ones. Bannerboo, Brainwork is back, Reports is back. So they've got some good ones that they brought back. Stick around later today. Nope. I was going to do this one, Add You Need. And look, they're doing this new thing right now where there's some of these have limits on them right over here. Some of them like 17% claimed. So that means that a certain amount of codes were created by the vendor, and Add You Need is already sold out. So that's kind of a bummer. I was going to actually do a review for you guys today and get that video out right after this one. I was going to do that one as well, but I'm not going to do that because it's sold out. So that's how fast you can miss out on these opportunities, guys. So go jump in. This one right over here, I would definitely want to jump in. This one has 227 reviews Closely. Go look at that one, and then Reports right here. You can see 17% claimed. This one might go away pretty quickly as well. And then right up here, Get Terms. So you want to pay attention to this little thing that they're giving us here. But so go sign up to Plus. These deals right here are only coming back to Plus members, and you get your 10% discount as well. I'm going to be doing a GenPage review starting right now. I was going to do the Add You Need, but that one is sold out, so I won't be doing that. I will be doing Closely as well. And then leave a comment below if there's any other apps on here you want me to check out or do an updated review on for you. I will try to get these out as quick as I can over the next couple days while this event is good till August 19th. So that's going to be Monday, and I don't know. So Monday noon Central Time. So Monday morning, you'll still have the opportunity to pick up some of these tools, but I got to get these reviews out to you over the next couple of days so you guys can view them, and then this weekend and so forth, right? So let's go jump in to GenPage, which I believe just launched during this event. Like I said, I don't know if they're going to stick around afterwards. I imagine they would. But let's go and jump into this, okay? So this is GenPage. Landing page builders excite me because I've done a lot of marketing and I've used a lot of tools, ClickFunnels and Go High Level and Lead Pages and Insta Pages and HBA, Funnel Builder. I mean, I've used a lot of tools to create marketing campaigns and funnels and really nice landing pages and so forth. And so these are tools that are, very much needed in a marketing campaign and to drive sales to your business and leads. This one takes a unique approach because it's kind of like those lead generation platforms that we're going to be looking at closely as well, but it's taking it to another level as far as it very much specifically focuses on the very, very first touch, whether you're emailing somebody, reaching out versus an instant message, whatever it's going to be, the very first touch and link that you're sending them that you want them to look at is going to be a custom built landing page for the customer, which is completely different than what everybody else is doing. Everybody else is just asking a question in their email, their cold outreach, right? And saying, hey, can we get on a call, or hey, can we connect, or whatever. But this one is actually you're going to be delivering a custom built landing page kind of on autopilot. It's going to be tailored to that brand and the person's name that you're reaching out to. So pretty cool stuff. We'll go take a look at it. And this is increase your outbound conversion rate with a powerful ABM landing page builder. I actually had to look up what ABM means in this kind of category of tools. And it's account-based marketing. So account-based marketing means that you're not going after a spray and pray method. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But the spray and pray method is when you're getting like 30 email addresses and you're sending 30 emails per, so 3 times. So you're sending out 1,000 cold emails per day. That's the spray and pray method. And that, if you get 1% of people to sign up, I mean, that's why it works. And that's why you see so many people. And that's why I see so many people emailing me on a daily basis, because they're basically just doing the spray and pray method most of the time. You can tell the generic emails too when it's just like dear sir or ma'am. Those are the ones that I completely delete and ignore immediately when I get emails like that. It's just crap. When you didn't, and so basically I like this form of marketing. ABM is where I've seen offering services or marketing to people as well, is you're going to really find out about the company, about who's running it, who you need to reach out to, customize the email, and really go the extra mile to try to actually make a connection with somebody to get a either meeting, lead, sales, something like that, right? So it's a different form. It's not the spray and pray method. And that's why when we come down here and we look, I mean, you can look at some of these landing pages right here. They look really cool. So we're going to go and check this all out. But that's why when we come down and we look at the pricing tiers, the 150 credits per month, I believe that's going to be 150 landing pages, right? So you're going to manage one brand. You can hook up your custom domain, and then you're going to be able to go and do 150 outbound cold outreaches or 150 landing pages that you're going to be able to build. So obviously that seems like a low number when you're looking at cold outreach, marketing outreach, right? But the ABM model is that you would be doing a lot less volume, and you will hopefully be increasing your traction and amount of conversions and signups and leads because you're putting a lot more effort in, right? So license tier 1 comes in at $59, 150 credits, you get 1 brand. License tier 2 is $129. You get 500 credits per month, 5 brands. So this one already gets a lot more exciting right here. On all these, you get to remove the made with GenPage branding. License tier 3 is $229. You get 1,250 credits per month, 10 brands, custom domain, and we're going to go in here to license tier 4 at $299, 2,000 credits per month, 25 brands. And then an all-in on this deal is $499. You get 4,000 credits per month, unlimited brands. Doesn't mean much because you have to keep in mind you get 4,000 credits across all those brands. Custom domain. So you could go out and technically offer this as a service, license tier 5, but I mean, keep in mind, it's only 4,000 per month. So I kind of look at this one as if you're an entrepreneur, solopreneur, a small business, kind of buying even a license tier 5 for your own agency might be, I'm just not seeing the volume here that you could actually offer this as an agency, but that's just what my eyes see. You guys can let me know in the comments if you think that this is a large amount, and you can see this tier 5 being offered as an agency where you can actually go and sign up people and you can run this service for people, right? But again, I really see this for someone like myself, or if you have a SaaS business or a service that you're offering, being able to pick up one of these tiers. I probably would go in at tier 3 minimum on this. I just wouldn't want to be limited with only 500 or less. And so, especially if you have a VA working for you as well, you could really, knock out 500 in a month pretty easily. Let's do some quick math real quick. So if you take 500 and you divide that by 20 work days in the month, you could be sending out 25 per day. I mean, this is a pretty good start at a low price. This could probably get the job done to get you some, but you're doing 25 a day. So 25, 50, 75, 100. So only 100 that you're going to send out per week. And, you would need to, land 1 or 2 of those to make that worth it. So again, you're going to really increase the amount of what you're going to be able to do, just double that and a little bit more. So you're going to be able to send out about 60 per day on license tier 3. So I like license tier 3 for myself, and we don't have any reviews to go off of yet. It's a brand new deal. So let's go and take a look at the site. So here's GenPage, the site, the story of outbound marketing. You can come and look at some of their, they got some really cool graphics and the landing pages look great. We're excited to get into that in just a second, but I just wanted to show you guys outbound marketing is dying. This is what they're saying. This is what everyone is sending you. And I can tell you right now, I get even worse emails than this in my inbox where it's just really long emails and so forth. It's just nuts. I actually don't mind one that's just very simple like this. I get a lot that are like 4 times more information than this, and it's too much. But this is kind of what's going on. Everybody knows how this is working. They're saying that the conversion rates are down 50%. I don't know where their information is on that, but that's what they're saying. And so this is exactly what I was talking to you about, the spray and pray method, wasting time, wasted opportunity, because you are wasting, you have some really good client potential, but because you are just doing the spray and pray method, you will never be able to work with those people, right? So I kind of get that for sure. Landing page, this is what something like what you could use GenPage for. Congrats on the recent expansion. So you have their name there, made a quick landing page for you. Boom. So all you have to do, all your job is to just really quickly, boom, get them to click on the landing page, and then they're going to get a really cool thing. So this is why leading companies are shifting resources towards ABM, account-based marketing strategies. And that's basically where it's a one-off. You're going to be spending a lot more time on each lead trying to get a lead or a sale. Okay. So that's pretty much GenPage. We'll go to the homepage to see what it looks like. Generate landing pages for every cold email lead. So that's kind of the concept of this. It's not really a landing page like Insta pages, ClickFunnels. It's not really like that. This is still specifically built for cold outreach, cold email outreach. It's just going to do whatever you're doing and put it on steroids basically and be more custom. So I'm gonna go sign up real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just signed up. So it's going to take us through this series of questions. So we have what type of company is it? Is it a business-to-business SaaS company, B2C SaaS, and then we have e-commerce, agency, other. I'm just going to say business-to-business because I would be personally reaching out to businesses personally for myself. And then what's your company domain? We'll just go ahead and we'll put that in for now. Looks like it wants all the other stuff right there. So HTTP, and then we'll go continue and we'll set up our workspace. It already pulled in my logo. That's actually really cool. You guys saw that. It just pulled in my logo immediately. The favicon that I probably have set up on my site, workspace name, we'll go with that. And actually, in this case, maybe you would just say learn wire, and then that would be our GenPage right there. So pretty cool. Company description, software reviews, boom. And then we would go our invite your team. So this is where you actually can go and invite somebody on your team. I'm going to skip that for now. And if you buy if you buy tier 1, you won't be able to invite the team because, well, I don't know why it's making us do that. So let's just go ahead and just invite someone. So continue. We're getting an invalid request. So that's not good. And then it's not letting me skip as well. So this is definitely kind of a bug going on. Invalid request right here. Invite your team. I can't go back and I can't go forward. So that's not good. All right. So I added the email address that I actually signed up with right here. I did get a green, success right here. So, and I did get an email to learnwirereviews@gmail.com that the account was set up. So right now we're just kind of sitting here with this spinning wheel right here. Not sure what it's doing for us. So we'll be back. So you're going to get an email like this, member invite. This is what it's going to look like. So I'm going to go ahead and just push the accept invite button because like I said, it's still kind of in that spinning status thing. And then this is what's happening. So I think that they're having some issues right now. This is not good for like day 1 of the launch on GenPage. I really hate when this kind of thing happens. I'm on the Arc browser, and this is the cleanest, crispest browser that I think I've ever used. And so I don't think it can be browser based. And this just kind of stuff right here is just not good, right? When we can't use the tool, I guarantee you they're having a bandwidth and server issues right now because they bit off more than they can chew. They launched on AppSumo. They're having one of the biggest events of the year, this Plus Day, and then they are not geared up and ready to go for it. So we're back here to square one right here. I'm going to go back to this screen over here where I had that in right there, and I'm just going to say continue. Invalid request. Yeah, so skip. So yeah, right now this is not good. I'm going to have to go ahead and stop the review and reach out to them on AppSumo and come back later and finish the review, hopefully. All right, so we are back the next day, and we finally were able to get through that little hiccup that we were having. Now, I didn't get any confirmation on the GenPage site or any, they didn't answer my question over here. If we go to questions and we go to newest, you can see they haven't replied to some of these questions that people are having. Here's one about the contact. And these are questions that were submitted yesterday, and you would think they just did this big launch on AppSumo, part of the Plus Day, that they would have an employee full-time on these questions right here, and that is not the case. Here is my comment right over here. I signed up under the invite your team section and no response or reply right there. And we'll just come up here and look at some of the newest right over here. I thought this was interesting as well. Aren't you the same founder as Adriel? I don't believe I've seen that software or when that launched. They said, yes, that's correct. Now they're on to GenPage, this person, and then this person says, oh, well, thank you. I remember the fact that when you tried to convert LTD users to monthly reoccurring revenue and didn't give the features to the Sumoings. So some going on here, some drama from another app, right? And then they finally, they're asking AppSumo to comment on this. And then finally they came down here, being employed to another company that had different guidelines on how they wanted their AppSumo launch to go does not mean I will have the same guidelines for the founder of GenPage. So just useful. I'm going to just kind of not be, leave you guys to make your own decision on what to make of that. But let's go back into GenPage and see if we can get this review continued so I can show you what this looks like. So then now it says preview your campaign. So elevate Tesla with honest and in-depth software reviews. Up until this point, I don't think we've been able to change anything. You can view the landing page. It looks like continue to campaign. There wasn't really anything right there. So now we're getting that, and we weren't able to see that yesterday. So they seem to have fixed it without addressing it or officially saying that they fixed it. So here is the UI. This is becoming more of a standard of just a very white background user interface with not a whole lot of buttons, not a lot going on. Sometimes that's either a good thing or a bad thing. The only way that it could be a bad thing is that there's just not very many features. And so there's not a lot of things to do on the screen, not a lot of things to click on, right? But then on the positive note, it's simplistic and it's easy to figure out what to do. Okay, so without any training, we're right over here. It does create a campaign for us. We can go and edit this. Here's a campaign right here. We can edit the template. We can rename this campaign. We can duplicate the campaign, and then we can go in here to leads and see they have some leads in here, Elon Musk and Tim Cook and Jeff Bezos, just to show you what it looks like. So you have, your email address, company name, the campaign that it came from. So you'll know, what campaigns are working. And then the view the landing page is right here. So, and then copy the link. I'm not really sure what copy the link is. We'll test that out. What I would love to see is if you could use this almost like a CRM, which is have a couple more columns over here and say where you're at with the contact information. Like, have you set up a meeting? How many touches have you had with that person, right? And so you could have a status. And so technically someone could operate their whole CRM from this GenPage. I think that's where they should take the software is to make it into a CRM with this really cool landing page functionality, but they are, kind of missing some features. I would like to see the CRM a little bit better than this. A couple more, or even, like a plus button right here where we can sort of customize what this looks like for us and the functionality of it. I think that'd be super cool. So I'm going to go and click on the view landing page. So elevate Apple with the honest and in-depth software reviews. Hey, Tim Cook made this quick landing page. Hey, Tim Cook made this. I'm not really sure if that's the person's name. If they're talking to the person, hey, Tim Cook, comma, I made this quick landing page is what it needs to say. We'll be able to fix that, I think. This quick landing page to show you how we can help Apple. So you can book a call, and then there's this video in here, but you're going to change this video out to your actual video that's going to be sent to them, trusted by these. And so you're definitely going to want to go and update this. And so the page is going to look the same almost for everybody, except for this top part. The colors might change, and then the name's going to change, and that's it. And so if they push book call, let's see what ends up happening. Then they actually go to my website, which we can probably change that and have a landing page, but then they could go and maybe there's a sign up page or something like that, right? So I'm going to come back in here and go back into what is this edit button? So this is your campaigns section. So there's really just two things right there. You can create a new campaign, you can upgrade your account, you can go to settings, and you can see kind of what their pricing is if you don't pick up the LTD. You can go in here, and this is where you're going to change and update your domain. So they do have the C records, the A records, the DNS records that you need to do. Enter your domain right here. Boom, done. This is where you can add team members, send an invite right over here. Branding, so we have LearnWire. You can edit your brand depending on, I don't have any more brands, or is there an import brand? Create brand, so you can create your brand, upload the logo, and then put your brand website, your brand color. I'd like to see them add at least 3 colors right here, so the brand colors can be at least more than one, right? You'd like to see at least 2 or 3, so that's just a little critique right there. It shouldn't just be one color. Company description, and they have some basic fonts in here, but they don't have a whole lot. I like to see the fonts also change a little bit. Integrations, they do have a Zapier integration. It would be nice to have some training on how to maybe use Zapier with their tool. But then I'm going to go back over here. So that's pretty much the options over here. And we'll go back. So then now we'll go to campaigns. I'll show you how you could edit a template in here. Okay, so that's going to take us into here. Okay, so now you click over here to the top, and this is where you edit the templates. And then you have a generate button, so we can actually generate our CSV file, enter manually. We can enter people's names. We can grab this. We can upload a CSV, or we can, it looks like, export the CSV. Then you have your analytics that are coming soon, so those aren't even there yet. So back over here to templates, this is what an elevate company, and then it's going to be name, right? So that's, hey, first name. This right here is where we need to click in here, and we need to put a comma right here. You know, hey, Tim Cook, comma, and then instead of made, I would say we or I. If you want it to be more personable, you're a solopreneur, say I. If it's a big company, say we. And then I'm going to go ahead and fix this. I made this quick landing page to show you how we can help company, right? And then you could continue that, but that's going to be nice for generics right there. The book call, if we click over here, where is the link going to? All right, so I'm not sure if it's just me, but when I click on these buttons or these links, so this is an image, but I'm not seeing anywhere under general that we can drop a link on where to send people when they click on that. I'm just not seeing anywhere in here at all. You can change a lot of, this is where you can change the typography. If you wanted to change this, that's just an image though, so we wouldn't be able to change that. But if I wanted to change, let's say all this text right over here, we could come into typography and we could change this right there. But is that actually changing it? Okay, yeah, that is changing it. I'm not seeing where we change or control the link. So that's something I definitely would actually have to reach out, because I'm just not seeing it. I'm not seeing anywhere where you can change and add a link to the image. Right over here, there's no settings like your traditional drag and drop builder like Elementor. There's usually a settings over here, and then there would be a place where we could actually add a link. Not sure what plus. Okay, so plus, here's where you're gonna push the plus button. This is where you're gonna see the normal kind of stuff that you're looking for. But let's just say we grab a link here and we put that link right there. And now I'm gonna click on the link, and then I'm not seeing where even for a link, I'm not seeing where you actually add the link. Okay, so just kind of showing you that. I don't know what add variable is. Maybe this is it, ID, not really sure. And then I don't know what add variable, choose a variable right there, cancel. Okay, so I mean, it's not the easiest to understand navigation of like making changes in here. It's kind of got a just less straightforward, I would say. Not navigation, but just page editor is just a little less easy to use than some of the other ones that I've used. I guess I'll just kind of leave it at that. So it looks like I might have found where if you have a link, you're going to select this settings button right over here. And that's where you're going to, change text here. And then this is where you're going to, and I'm not seeing that's changing the text, the actual text right there. So again, that's the link text. I'm just typing in something right there. And that's where that part changes. So it takes a minute to kind of get used to this. You'll be able to figure it out, but it's definitely not like straightforward like I would expect. So this is how you would make your changes. And then I'm just going to push the back button. I'm not really sure. I don't see a save. Not really seeing a save. And then what's this button over here do? That's just the main settings. Okay. So we'll come back over here. That's kind of how you can edit a template. Let's see, export leads. And then if you wanted to create a new campaign, you would just go over here and you would say, new test campaign. You would need to pick a brand. You can add a new brand here. This is where you would add your new brand and go through the steps to create a new campaign. So then what would we do with this, right? So we have our campaign right here, and I'm trying to think, it's saying to import leads. So if we imported leads, there's not really a way that it's not very clear on how to use the tool. What are we supposed to do next, right? We created a campaign and so forth. We don't have these leads in here. How do you send this out? How do you send the template out and make sure that you get, like, how do you input the names and so forth, right? And what I'm thinking is that it has to do with this leads section right over here. We're going to want to somehow add the leads. And when I click on leads, there's that import button and then it goes away. It goes away right away. But what I want to do is I want to import the leads so that it can go and make those pages for us, because I think that's how it actually works. All right, so we finally generate lead pages. So that's how I was able to get to it, is you go to campaigns and then you go to these three dots right over here, because under leads, it's not giving us that ability. You can see it kind of pops off. And to me, that's a buggy. That's finding a little bug in the software as well. So clicking on those dots and then coming over to edit, I think edit template, and then it's taking us, nope, it's taking us back over to there. So again, this part is the part that is a problem. Export lead. Okay, so you push on export lead. And this is where you're going to want to upload a CSV file of your leads to generate a custom page. So let's just say we have a list, and I'm going to grab my leads from my other review that I did on Closely. And we're going to grab some first names right here. Let's just grab this right here. And we're just going to paste that in. We need the email. Let's just go with company, and then work email right here. We'll grab that. And really, that's all we need. We need their first name, we need their company, and we need their work email. But before we do that, let's go back into the software so I can see what the leads looks like. You can actually enter them manually too. So now I kind of understand that part. The spreadsheet's going to be the best way to do it. Go scrape your leads and then use the software. I'm going to go back over to the leads list real quick. And so email address, name. So we just need to put that as name. You could put the company in, but we're going to go ahead and leave that part. I guess we'll add the company as well. So name, email, company. We'll shape this up real quick. We'll just title this email, company, and that's all we need. We've got it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and save this as a CSV. We'll save, but right down here, make sure you save this as a CSV right here. We'll exit that. And we'll go back to campaigns. We'll go back to export lead, and we will upload the CSV file right here. Boom. And did it grab lead finder right there? I think it should try to make this a little bit more apparent, and then continue. This is where we're going to link our fields. So you can put in a ton of different fields here. So right here under first name, we'll go to this. We'll say first name. We'll go to company right here. And then we'll go to email right there. And then we will push continue. Operation successful. You can remove duplicates. Continue. Oh no, we don't want, it did something. I uploaded the wrong one or something. Let me go back. All right, cool. So we got that under control. I actually redid the CSV. We uploaded them, and then we went ahead and we're processing the 10 right here. So your export is processing. If you stay on this page, you'll automatically be redirected to the leads page. We'll send you an email with a link to view your export once complete. It's only creating 10 of these for us, so this shouldn't take too long. We'll be right back. It's been a few minutes and this has not moved. So I'm going to go ahead and just go over to leads and see. So we go over to leads. Yeah, it's not done yet. So you can filter by campaigns. So we'll come back in a minute. Okay, so it's been like 10 minutes. It's only creating 10 of these pages for us, and it hasn't, came through right here. I'm gonna push refresh. I also checked my email and I didn't get anything in my email. And in a sense, I mean, not really trying not to be so harsh on this tool, but I think I've kind of had enough of GenPage. So this is what is supposedly when the software is actually working. They get their bandwidth and their servers right. You should be able to get your lead pages created quickly, and then you'd be able to go and just basically copy the link and then go and run your email marketing campaigns and send them these pages for them. Okay. So that's essentially how it works. So what I liked about GenPage is that it is a creative way to do this ABM, account-based marketing, and it's a creative way to kind of change the mold and the way that everybody else is doing lead gen and cold email outreach. It does add another element and layer to make your offer or your cold email outreach just look a little bit better, right? So I'd have to test this and so forth to see if this actually improves your lead generation, even your click-through rate and your closing or your bookings or your sales, okay? But I do like the idea of this, okay? And the landing pages don't look bad at all. That's probably one of the only other parts that's very impressive is that I do like the way that the landing pages look, but let me go back in just to make sure that we actually went and looked at, let's look at the Jeff Bezos one. So you can actually see what it'll look like, right? So you're going to be not really sure this part right here, the logo, this part needs kind of fixed, right? Because there shouldn't be the Amazon logo and then a logo box. You wouldn't want to send this over and have this right there. So that part I would need to look at. But overall, I mean, you have this right here, elevate Amazon with honest and in-depth software reviews. Hey, Jeff Bezos, there's that comma that I created, right? I made this quick landing page to show you how we can help Amazon. And then boom, this would just be your video. And then you would have all this stuff filled out right over here. So the overall concept I do like, and I think that it has a use case for sure. But then that's about the most positive parts of it. The things that I didn't like was all the problems I had signing up and trying to get my account to work. And I couldn't even get through the review. I actually started this review yesterday on August 15th. And couldn't get through the review because the software was not working properly. And then it snowballed from there because then their support never got back to me on AppSumo. That should be the number one place to answer support questions during a launch on one of the biggest software platforms around. And so they didn't answer. And then I could see that they weren't answering other people's questions as well. And then there was just that little bit of, knowing that the founder of GenPage comes from another application that did have some drama regarding the way that they treated the Sumolings, okay, the lifetime deal payers. So then that snowballed. And then when we finally got access, it was kind of, even though there was not a lot to the software, I still found it finicky and kind of hard to understand how to get to places. It definitely wasn't very self-explanatory in my personal opinion. So really they need a guide. They need like a little video that pops out and shows you exactly what steps to take and how to use the software. Maybe a 2-minute walkthrough. And that's all people need. Or maybe even like a big help button right over here. Watch video tutorial, watch 2-minute tutorial on how to use GenPage. That's what I would recommend for them because it was weird flipping between campaigns and leads and kind of understanding how to use the software. We need to upload our CSV file with all of our contacts and then go out and create. As you can see, I'm talking for all this time, I'm still not seeing. I refreshed. We're looking at like 15 minutes and we still didn't get 10 lead pages created for ourselves. So that is a little bit of a concern right there. So, and then overall, just you saw those little bugs too, and you'd click on a button and then you would see a page and then it would flash for 1 second and then it would go away. So at the end of the day, with all those things considered, all the somewhat concerning things, I definitely can't give this like a great grade. I'm going to have to go ahead and give this a 3-star rating just because there's too many things going on with it. I don't think it would be the worst buy. I think that you just need to be careful with this purchase. This would be definitely, it's a very specific use case software that is only going to appeal to people that are actually doing cold outreach marketing campaigns. Then this might be a tool that you still want to go in, but I would say that I would put this on a little bit more of the riskier side, considering that their platform doesn't seem to be running, running very well right now. Hopefully they get that fixed. And then two, the kind of bad taste history from their previous platforms. If the tool itself wasn't such a great idea and then the landing pages didn't look great, I would probably give this one a 2 or 2.5, but I'm going to go ahead and be generous, give this a 3-star, right in the middle, not the greatest, not the worst. What do you guys think below if you made it through this whole video? I know for a fact that if you watch this whole thing, you're going to definitely know if this is the right purchase for you or not. I probably am going to be passing on this one because I could definitely see how I could use this in my business. I do like to do hands-on approach with, if I did outreach, I could see myself doing more of an account-based marketing approach, but this one is just a little bit risky in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think. You guys have to make a purchasing decision. You have to be a Plus member right now, and then you have 3 days to buy this. I would make a bet that they're going to stay on AppSumo, but they could stay on AppSumo as an exclusive Plus. So that means that after Plus Day, they still have to remain as a Plus deal to get that. And that definitely wouldn't, that in a sense is going to hurt them, because then there's going to be so many people that are not going to be able to purchase their software. But we'll wait and see. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.